the channel, y'all. I am currently in Atlanta. I'm at the airport headed out to Austin, Texas. So it'll be my first time in Texas. I have never been to that state ever. Big shout out to Harley-Davidson. I am on my way out there to ride the new 2025 cruisers, the Softails. I have never ridden anything other than a street glide and a road glide. So for me to go out here and experience this and to be able to bring you guys this content, this is something new to me, but I'm excited about it. Like I said, I just arrived to Atlanta. I flew from Fayetteville to Atlanta. Now I'm getting ready to get on my next connecting flight, and my next stop will be in Austin, Texas. All right, guys, we just arrived in Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas, that's what they say, huh? So I'm gonna see the city of Austin. Heading on over to grab my bags, meet the driver, and then from there, we heading on to where we're gonna be staying. Bags are retrieved. Now we get to head in. Got Mr. Fred having care of my bags for me. My driver. Y'all, I am hungry. I tell you that much. So I've been snacking on stuff. Haven't really ate anything because I've been doing stuff, trying to leave, get my stuff together, make sure I had everything. Got the kids off for school this morning, so I got to see them before I left. Thank you. Officially made it to my destination. Thank you so much, Fred. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. All right, guys, let's head on in and see where we gotta go. All right, guys, like I stated earlier, I've made it to the room here. So I done dropped my stuff off, got all checked in, get ready to head back downstairs. I did see the bikes as I was pulling in. I tried to grab the camera and record like super fast, but yeah, that didn't work out that way. Tonight, I know we're not really doing anything besides eat and hang out, mingle, and everything else. And in the morning, we'll start the riding. So I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited about this trip. I'm excited about, you know, riding something different. I never rode Street Bobs, the Fat Boys, and, you know, any of the Softails. I haven't rode any of those ever. So I'm definitely gonna give it a go and give y'all my take on those bikes. So I'm excited about that. Downstairs, I've made it, guys. And here they are. All right, guys, I filmed some of the bikes. I didn't get all of them yet. Of course, you know, tomorrow I'm gonna spend all day with them tomorrow. I get to film quite a bit with them. We're getting ready to go to dinner. And then from there, we'll probably be calling it a night because, you know, it'll be an early morning. I think we have to meet up at like 8. I don't know, I have to double check that schedule again. But we will be meeting up early in the morning until we get dinner. Sorry.
Adult grilled cheese.
It's gonna be my favorite.
Green apple number 1.
Y'all, it has been one long day for me. It is 9:44 p.m. Of course, it's actually like 10 o'clock at home. So the time change just kind of got me messed up as always. But we just got back from dinner. It was great, you know, got to talk, hang out, fellowship, having a good time as always. But I got back to the room and I got to show you guys what I came into because I know this was not in here earlier. I'm certainly going to put that to use. That is dope. And I know Jen is behind all of that. So thank you, Jen. And next we have this bag. So I'm going to have to open it and see what's in the bag. I guess you do a lot of traveling. You're definitely going to need one of these. So it's like a travel hygiene bag here. And it feels like it had stuff in there. Of course there is. It's a candle. Cruiser. So big shout out to Harley-Davidson. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to Jen and J-Rod. She's the other Jen. So we have to figure out how to distinguish the two. But I'm getting ready to call it a night because we have to get up in the morning, have breakfast, and then we'll be riding the Fat Boy, Street Bob, and the Breakout. We'll be riding those 3 bikes in the morning. All right, Tip Squad, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning, guys. I finally made it out of the room. Now it's time for breakfast. Eat a little something. Not gonna eat a whole lot, but a little something. Of course, there's a lot to choose from up here. We're gonna eat breakfast. We get a presentation, everything, and then it's time to get out and ride. I know you guys are ready to see the bikes. Not even gonna complain, guys. The weather is nice out here. It's sunny. It's not really windy. And here are the bikes. I'm late to the party, huh? I didn't get to shoot. Let's see, which one am I gonna ride? So like I said today, the options are between a Street Bob, Fat Boy, and a Breakout. So let's see what's available to ride. So here is the Street Bob. Oh, y'all know I've been feeling that purple of this denim color there. Street Bob. So this is the Breakout. And Street Bobs. That's the Fat Boy. Let's go see where we're riding. Guys, so this is what we're gonna start out riding.
Oh my God.
We have the Breakout here.
I like those wheels a lot.
Like I was stating earlier, guys, yeah, I really haven't ridden anything else other than the touring bikes. So this is definitely going to be an experience for me with the fat tire here on the Breakout. I've heard great things about it, so I'm excited to try this out and see what it's like and give it a go. So let me get everything together so I don't be the last one getting on a bike. All right, guys, I want to say for this first initial ride, like I said, I rode the Breakout. I completely felt like a fish out of water, okay? Trying to find my feet placement and just the bars and everything. I had to get used to it. But I will say on the initial ride, I gotta tell you, this bike is quick. It moves pretty swift as soon as you roll on the throttle. So that was pretty awesome. I can tell I'm lower to the ground. Of course, you know the weight size of this bike is a lot smaller. So picking it up off the kickstand, it's not even noticeable, the weight of this bike. So it's super easy to do, picking it up, a lot lower to the ground. The foot controls on this bike are forward, so everything is forward. So there's no floorboards, of course. But other than that, guys, like the ride was, once I got used to everything, the placement and everything, it was nice, it was fun. Like this is, so far it seems like a real fun bike to ride. Of course, with me not having any interference, a windscreen or anything like that, so I got all of the wind coming at me. I'm gonna show you the gauge. It is an analog gauge. So that took me some getting used to looking at as well. In the screen, you do get to see what gear you're in and everything. You still have your display of that in there. The cool thing about these bikes, the Street Bob, the Fat Boy, and the Breakout, all of them do have modes in them. So you can switch between sport mode, rain mode, and of course road mode. You get to experience the different modes on these bikes. They did point out that all of these bikes do have LED lighting on them. They pointed out, going back to chrome and doing chrome on these bikes because, chrome is kind of coming back and people are starting to like that. I still love my black, but chrome is a thing for these bikes now. I think this will be super fun to ride around town.
You'll literally go over that rock along the ground. You're not going to get any better protection than that.
All right, guys. So we're gonna be riding this around this track they set up for us, obstacle course. Purposely wanting to test the traction control.
Virtually impossible to drop the motorcycle.
What really you want to do, you're going to turn into the buck, and that's going to counter steer you up.
What does it always want to do with power, Tiff?
Stand up.
Yeah, exactly.
Corner. Then he'll do this in rain mode, and you're going to see him exaggerate full throttle when he's in rain mode. Then he'll cycle into road, possibly sport, and you'll see more wheel slip. It's still very controlled. Mm-hmm. Still manages the flare. And that's how you come.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna go next, where they have this obstacle course set up for us. where we have to, pretty much we're testing out the traction control. They're testing out the 3 modes so you can see what they actually do on these bikes. And this is the one of the new features that they added on these. And so they've put up some sand for us to really, when we come out of a corner. So we're gonna be testing that out on a corner. We're gonna be riding in road mode, sport mode, and in rain mode. And you can tell and actually feel how they actually help out during this course. So I'm gonna go at it. Of course, this is gonna be fun. But they purposely set this bike up so you can't fall or anything, and you have to keep your foot on the pegs as well doing this. All right, guys, let me tell y'all something. Completely out of my comfort, my lane, everything with doing this, with riding this bike, and it wasn't easy to do. I definitely stalled out a couple times, and then just trying to go to pick it up to reroute it, and it's like, keep your foot on the pegs. I said, keep your foot on the pegs. That's a lot harder than you think when you're thinking about like falling, to keep your foot up on the pegs. That's easier said than done. But hey, it worked out the couple times I went. I did it, and yeah, that was it. All right, guys, so everybody gets 10 minutes to go and do that obstacle course from earlier. So I'm done beat myself up, okay, over that obstacle course. I think next bike I'm gonna try to ride is the Fat Boy, because we just used the Street Bob to do that. But even still with me doing that course, I really couldn't get the feel of the bike and stuff. I just got to test out that mode, the different modes on the bike, which they really work. You can tell the difference riding at them, with them purposely sliding in the dirt. You really get to definitely see the difference in the power of the bike being more restricted in rain mode, and then the road in the sport mode. You really can tell the difference. And here is the Fat Boy. So I think I'm gonna ride this bike next. Now we're gonna get lunch. Like, we just had breakfast not long ago. Really not that hungry. But good thing is I didn't eat a whole lot at breakfast. And this view over here is nice. This is nice, little area. But we are here to have lunch. And then after this, we're gonna get some more riding in. All right, guys, just finished up with lunch. We're about to take our next ride, and I think from my understanding, this one is more the curvy part of the ride. We made it to our destination now, where we're getting ready to do some photos. You know, you got to have photos and videos. And I was riding the Fat Boy. Boy, that was an experience. I do actually like the positioning of that ride. And then I'm going to try to switch off and ride Street Bob. That's the one I haven't rode yet. All right, guys, we are back at the hotel after riding pretty much all day long. It was a fun ride, and I have rode the Street Bob, the Fat Boy, and the Breakout. So after riding all three, I can honestly say the Fat Boy was the one I enjoyed the most riding. You can definitely tell the difference in all of them. I feel like the Breakout and the Fat Boy both ride similarities the way they ride, but the Breakout is a little bit more torquey to me. The foot controls on the Breakout, they are forward. Here's one here. Here's a Breakout. So this is what I mean when I say they are forward. Here are the foot controls. With me riding that bike and my feet are forward, the handlebars, sorry, I gotta compile all of them together. Are your handlebars there? Your handlebars are straight. So the riding position for that, you have your feet forward, your handlebars are straight. When I'm riding, I get pushed back in the seat a lot and I feel myself having to keep scooting myself up in the seat for me to get in a comfortable position to ride. I feel like my feet are too far ahead of me and I feel like my arms are stretched out way too far. So I continue to kind of scoot myself up in that seat. With riding all three of them, I can tell you, the weight is not an issue for all three of them. They're very, very, very light bikes. So picking them up off the kickstand is super easy. You won't have an issue with that at all. The kickstand on all of them, you don't have to worry about trying to reach up super far to reach them. Let me show you the kickstand. Here's the kickstand here. But you have to sit on them to really see what do you prefer. They're fun to ride, I tell you that. They were definitely fun to ride. A lot different from what I'm used to, completely at that. I feel so much lower to the ground with riding these, like I'm flat-footed. Even if I didn't wear my riding boots with the heels on it, I still would have been completely flat-footed riding all three of these bikes. So that was another thing. And like I said, with the weight, my gosh, like what weight? It really isn't much of anything. So I know I have a couple more things that I gotta get ready to do when it comes to filming. Tomorrow, we will be riding the Lowrider S, Lowrider SC, and the Heritage. Hey, we're gonna see what they do. Woo, guys, a little outfit change up. We're getting ready to head out to dinner. Look, that's one thing you're gonna be able to do if you ever go out to do any events with Harley-Davidson. You will be fed. You're gonna eat. Like I said, sometimes you're like, man, I'm not even hungry. But they're gonna feed you. We did a lot of riding. Just doing what we do. Enjoying riding bikes and getting our experience. Everybody's gonna, of course, have their own experience with riding these motorcycles. So it's always great for you guys to see the different perspectives. And then for you to go out yourself to ride it and to see if it's something you can relate to or if you have a different experience. They all have something I like and they all have something I dislike. But I still enjoy riding all those motorcycles. But even still, you have to go out and try it for yourself and at least sit on the bike. So we have 3 more to ride tomorrow: the Heritage, the Lowrider S, and the Lowrider ST. I'm gonna stop talking for now, and I'll catch up with you guys when we go to dinner.
I'll tell you on the bus. This time I'm in charge.
Van the bus.
Welcome. There are beers up here that are part of the tour. Did you already pass any of them out, or is this the beginnings? We're gonna have a little bar service here in just a minute. Yeah, they're bringing more stuff up. They're running over to what grab.
We're doing a pit tour. Let's hope.
Yeah, I mean, you call it when you want it, and I'll take the best one there.
Come on in, gang. Come on in.
Now we're at the brewery. Y'all, what a day, what a night. But I am exhausted after riding all day, and we had a band on the bus who took us to dinner at a barbecue place, went to a brewery, and then we just made it back. So definitely we've been out all day long. So I'm exhausted now. I'm calling it a night, because in the morning we get up, we'll do this all over again. We get to ride more bikes. That's always the fun part. I will see you guys in the morning.